area in the grandstand. So glad you could join us. Again, qualifying coming up in a matter of moments. Hornets first, and then the mighty Midgets. Hornet track record, if you're scoring at home with us, set way back in 2010. That's like 10 years ago. Murray Jones at a 16.170. The first car to qualify this afternoon, just his second race ever after a long career as a pit crew member for the legendary Pete Harding. This is Dennis Christoph. Dennis Christoph out of North Delta in the 03 car. Brought to you by, of course, Harding Forklift and Harding Motorsports Supply. (17.661) first lap for Dennis. 17.661. If you're here in the grandstands, you can see the lap times on the scoreboard in the infield. See what he can do on his second lap. It will be a little slower at a 17.672. Dennis Christoph, one of the many rookie drivers. And up next, starting her second year, she was third in rookie points last season. It's Chrissy Morgan. Chrissy Morgan in the 22 car. Also out of North Delta. Also brought to you by Harding Forklift, Harding Motorsports Supply, Les Hine Excavating, Rose Pedal Wax Bar, Sean Edwards Racing, No Guts, No Glory Motorsports, No Limit Racing. Chrissy Morgan, they call her Puddles 18.089, first lap for the second year driver. How's the volume level out there, okay? Hopefully the same for you tuning in at home. Second lap for Chrissy is an 18.187. Up next, hey, that's a good-looking race car. I like the yellow, black, and white trim. A little bit of red there if you look, but you've got to look very closely. For the 13 car, out of Surrey, it's Nigel Raymond. Nigel Raymond in car number 13. Nigel Raymond stops the clock at a 17.496. And that'll be fastest so far. Brought to you by Castrol Motor Oil, Firestone Tires. 17.4. Can he go faster on the second lap? Not quite. 17.513, but he's still fastest thus far. On the track now, on his warm-up lap. He's from Chilliwack, but he does most of his racing on the dirt up at Merritt. Nice to have him here with us. Aaron Wyatt. Aaron Wyatt, car number 47. Taking the green flag from Daryl Porreco, Agassiz Speedway Vice President and flagman this year. After Brian Devers decided to not retire 100%, but semi-retire. First lap for Aaron is a 17.448 first lap. He's got Devin Peters helping on the crew here today. 17.448 second lap, better at a 17.395. And that'll be fast time so far for Aaron Wyatt, 17.395. On the track now is the number 15 car, the second year driver out of Surrey, Jaden Rule. Not doesn't sound quite right. Jaden Rule, second in our rookie point standings last year for the 18-year-old. We got a rifle range just down the street from us here, but that's not gunshots. First lap for Jaden, 19.597. She's got some momentum going, so I'm going to predict right now, I'm going out on a limb, that this second lap's going to be better. Crazy backfires happening there. This could be like a couple of seconds better. It's going to be 17 something, no, 18, 155. Second lap. 18, 155. Well, there's not many rear-wheel drive Hornets. There's not many BMW Hornets, but this is one of them. This is the championship car from last year, but it doesn't have the championship driver. Bart Wardell off. I think he's on a houseboat on the Shuswap today, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, filling in for Bart Wardell. This is his first official race. Mike Peters out of Surrey in the 44 car. 17.219, and he jumps right to the top of the charts. 17.219. Prime Collision, Simons Automotive, the sponsors. And the second lap, better. 17.074. You know, I know it helps when you're in the championship car from last year, but it's still his first race, and that's pretty darn good so far. Up next, another guy in his second year, got a main event win in his first year here last year. It's the Maniac, Glenn Richards. Glenn Richards, car number 89. North Shore Off-Road sponsorship on the 89 car. The Maniac from the old P&E days. Can he take fast time from Peters? Not on the first lap, 17.796, 17.796. As he opens it up down the back straightaway on a Saturday afternoon here at Agassiz. The second lap for Richards will be a little better at actually a little slower, 17.809. Speaking of good-looking cars, the lime green number 58 machine out of Chilliwack, another second-year driver, Dustin Hamill. Dustin Hamill in the number 58. Main event winner here a couple of weeks ago for his first victory. Ken's Tire and Wheel, Master Painting and Renovations, Kinetic Signs, 89.5 The Drive, Troico Window and Door sponsors. Oh, the first lap's a dandy at a 17.063, and that'll be quick time. 17.063, fastest so far. Can he get, the question now, folks, can he get into the 16s? Can he be the first one in the 16s today? Not quite. 17.149. First lap better, 17.063. He is fastest so far. And up next, it's his son. Dustin Hamill in the 58. This is Holden Hamill, also out of Chilliwack in the 17 car. He's the youngest driver here today, just 14 years old. Holden Hamill, again, same sponsorship, Ken's Tire and Wheel, Master Painting, Kinetic Signs, 89.5 The Drive, Classic Hits in Chilliwack. Boston, the cars, ZZ Top, you know, BTO, it's all there. Troico Window and Door, just his second race ever. First lap is an 18.397. 18.397. As the 10th car to qualify this afternoon. A little slower, second lap, 18.495. Well, it's not Marco Rizzo, but it's Marco's car from the last couple of years. It's his brother that used to race the 81. They do this just to confuse announcers and lap checkers, which is not hard to do sometimes. Anyway, Marco's moved up into the street stocks this year. So Dario will drive the 00. Dario Rizzo in the 00. Goodwin's Greenhouses, Absuri Tire, Arkwright Industries, Able Construction, Super Self Storage, Tron Fabrication, Hymac Industries, Heads Unlimited, BD Diesel, Mr. Home Inspector. First lap for Dario is 17.432. That is fourth fastest. And the second lap, a little slower to 17.591. Dario Rizzo. Up next, the familiar number 11, but it's a new car for him. First night out of Burnaby, Angelo Galli. Angelo Galli had a great year last year, third in the point standings. Now let's see how he does in his new machine. North Shore Off-Road, A1 Unity Collision, Quickie Art, Being Around the World, AJ Transmission, and of course our good friends at Lordco Auto Parts. Angelo Galli. How about that? First one into the 16s and fast time so far to 16.931. I think the new car is working out just fine so far, folks. Angelo Galli, can he go faster on the second lap? Almost. It's still in the 16s at a 16.985. First lap quicker, 16.931. Fastest so far, only one in the 16s to this point. The powder blue silver 25 car comes to us from beautiful Squamish, British Columbia, Canada. Taking the green flag, he's 16 years old now. Hard to believe he's 16, already in his third year. Finn Dahlman. Finn Dahlman. So we got Huckleberry Finn Dahlman and Tom Sawyer Lind in the midgets later on. You like apples? How about them apples? Fourth quick for the 16-year-old at a 17.196. He races this car on the dirt at Pemberton Speedway, where they've had only one race this year, and here on the pavement at Agassiz. Finn Dahlman out of Squamish. Second lap will be 17.207, but his first lap, 17.196, is fourth quick. Finn is brought to you by Carson Automotive, OK Tire in Squamish, and Haymack Auto Sales. Looks like that should do it for Hornet qualifying. Angelo Galli, congratulations. Let's hear it for Angelo, folks. 16.931. Dustin Hamill, second quick at a 17.063. Mike Peters, third at a 17.074. Finn Dahlman, 17.196 is fourth in the qualifying order out of 13 Hornets this afternoon as we get ready for the West Coast Focus Midgets. In this, our first of two racing sessions here today. 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock for the Hornets and the Midgets. Later on tonight, it'll be street stocks and mini stocks with qualifying at 7 and racing at 7:30. Again, as we said earlier, great to see so many of you here at the track, in the stands with us. How you guys doing out there, all right? Huh? Dedicated, diehard Agassiz Speedway fans. Good to have you here. Unfortunately, we can only have 50 of you in the stands. Hopefully, those numbers will go up through the next couple of months, and we'll get a few more people in here. But again, if you're not one of the 50 able to be here, we say hi to you again, watching our first race. We were on Facebook, but we are now on the YouTube channel, right, James? James, he is my master technician up here in the tower, along with Karen doing all the scorekeeping. I don't know what I'd do without them, but James has got all the monitors and wiring and cameras and technology to make it happen. So thank you, James. And again, we say hi to all of you tuning in on the Agassiz Speedway YouTube channel. And there is a live chat there on the YouTube channel, so of course, I mean, it's just kind of commonplace now in this world we're living in with all the live streaming. So, you know, that had already started before this year, but of course, so many tracks that can't have any fans, let alone limited number. So there's just tons of it going on, and usually there is a live chat, message board, etc. So you can chime in and let us know where you are watching from. We know we've got people tuning in all over British Columbia, down in Washington State. I think we might even have one or two down in Oregon as well. So as we say hello to all of you watching on another busy racing weekend. As we say, depending where you are geographically, some tracks unfortunately aren't racing at all. Some tracks are racing with no fans, some with a limited number of fans, like we are. And then other places, more so Midwest, back east in the U.S., it's kind of business as usual. The West Coast, probably out of all of North America, is where the least amount of racing is happening. Very, very quiet these days. California, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. But it is a busy weekend all around North America. NASCAR, the Cup Series at Michigan. They're running a doubleheader today and tomorrow. The trucks ran last night. Xfinity, they're on the road course at Road America, Wisconsin today. Indy cars, they're at the Mid-Ohio road course. Again, another doubleheader today and tomorrow as they get ready for, again, this tells you how bizarre things are in the world. As they get ready for the Indianapolis 500. Well, what do you mean, Fred? It's August. The Indy 500's in May, not this year. It is in 2 weeks, August 23rd, and originally they were going to let them have 25% capacity in the grandstands, which would still have allowed 50,000 people to be there. But folks, as you know, things change weekly and daily in the world these days. Hard to keep up with it all. So now they're saying they're not allowed to have any fans at Indianapolis this year, but they're still going to have the race anyway in a couple of weeks. World of Outlaw Sprint Cars at Peevely, Missouri last night and tonight, along with the Power On Midgets. And Knoxville, Iowa is the place to be if you're a dirt sprint car fan the next week or so. 360 Nationals this weekend. And it's not the Knoxville Nationals next week, but it's still going to be a big event, $50,000 for the World of Outlaws next week. But 360 Nationals, they raced Thursday and Friday, and they'll wrap it up tonight. A lot of representation from the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California drivers. A couple of Canadians as well from Ontario. Dylan Westbrook from Southern Ontario, the Ohsweken Speedway. He's locked into the feature tonight. The young lady, Alex Hill from Six Nations, Ontario. Great run last night. Won the B main, transferred to the A. Colton Heath, Trey Starks, J.J. Hickle, Roger Crockett. I believe they're all in the B main tonight. The West Coast Focus Midgets are up next. If you're scoring with us, the track record, Greg Turan back in 2017 in a 1-2-8-9-7. First up will be the number 9 car. Former Agassiz champion out of Abbotsford, Sawyer Lind. Sawyer Lind. In car number 9, the Berkwin Signs and Printers Harding Forklift, Triple X entry for the 23-year-old. Former Agassiz champ has been racing the last couple of years on the dirt with the Northwest Focus Midgets, where he is a former Rookie of the Year. First lap is a 14.021. 1.4021. Sawyer Lind. Can he get into the 13s? Not quite. 14.279. Well, here he is, the two-time defending Agassi champion and a former Washington Midget champ as well. Out of Abbotsford, worldwide, Troy Globe. Troy Globe. Car number 11, what a year last year, won 8 out of the 9 races, including the Fred Randard Sr. Open Wheel Classic, and he won here in June as well. Troy Globe, let's watch. He is hauling the mail around the Agassi Speedway. Look at him go. First lap, 13.101, 13.101. That's just 3/10 off the track record. Can he get into the 12s on the second lap? Oh, so close. At a 13.030. He was hoping for just a little bit more cloud cover. It can make that big a difference, folks. If the sun comes out a little bit, it can cost you a 1/10 or 2/10 of a second. So just 2/10 off the track record. Troy Globe at a 13.030. We mentioned Sawyer Lind racing on the dirt the last couple of years. This guy has spent most of his career on the dirt. Out of Abbotsford, it's Aaron Fell. Aaron Fell. Aaron Fell, second year here in the Midgets for the 3-time Deming Speedway 1200 champ and a former Clay Cup champion. Getting better every time we see him here on the pavement. 13.522. First lap for Aaron in the Tron Fabrication Beast. Thanks to Bill Planko, Planko Motorsports as well. So a 13.5, second lap, a little slower to 13.641. On the track now, it'll be the good-looking number 7 car. Third in points last year for the veteran out of Surrey, rockin' Ronnie Jones. Ron Jones in the Grizzly Supplies, Goodwin's Greenhouses, Harding Forklift, Lordco Auto Parts Beast. He's raced sprint cars, midgets. He's raced dirt and pavement. Taking the green flag from Darrell right now. Ron Jones, 7 car, West Coast Focus Midgets on a Saturday afternoon. First lap for Ron will be third quick at a 13.684, 13.684. Can he go faster on the second lap? Not quite, at a 13.850. Up next, it will be, in that gorgeous looking 03 machine, the rookie driver from Chilliwack, Brady Rogers. Brady Rogers, the 03. One of the many graduates of the Langley Quarter Midget Association. The Kinetic Signs, OK Tire, Pitt Meadows, Instaglass, Stealth, All Truck Services, S&M Diesel, Custom Blacktop, and Alpine Painting. Also, big thanks to Brian's Auto Glass and Dams Ford, formerly Dams Lincoln Mercury, if you're scoring with us. Rob, you remember that, huh? Or those TV ads? First lap, 13.793. 13.793. Second lap better at a 13.646. Brady Rogers out of Chilliwack. Now, it's not Tom Brady, and it's not Aaron Rodgers for you NFL fans. Aaron Rodgers and Danica Patrick, by the way, no longer together. I know that's kind of old news. You guys knew that, though, right? Danica's back on the market. He raced once last year after coming out of a 20-year retirement. He used to race hobby stocks here back in the 80s and the 90s. 64 years young. Welcome back, Al Stanley. Al Stanley from right here in town. 13.761, 13.761. The Owls Auto Repair, Armstrong Sand and Gravel, Devin Signs, Beast. 13761, second lap better at a 13.590, which is third fastest. So we go from the 64-year-old to the 66-year-old. Second-year driver out of Delta, Quick Rick McKinney. Rick McKinney. Second year behind the wheel, the McKinney Peary Racing Beast. Thanks to Dave Peary, Jeremiah and Franklin, Levi, Klatt, and Ray Jones. I think Dolly Klatt helped out a little bit on the car as well. Dolly's not here today, but she's probably watching. Jeremiah's not here either. Levi is holding down the fort. First lap is a 14.592, 1.4.592. This should be the final lap of qualifying here this afternoon. And it is a better lap for Quick Rick at a 14.525. No other cars in the staging area. So that'll do it, folks. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Troy Globe, fast time. How about a hand for Troy Globe, folks? Your two-time defending track champ, and as we said, former Washington Midget champ as well, one of only two Canadians to be able to make that claim. Troy Globe, 13.030. Aaron Fell, I told you he gets better every race. Second quick at a 13.522. Al Stanley, nice job, Al. Third quick at a 13.590. Rookie Brady Rogers, fourth at a 13.646. Ron Jones, 13.684. Sawyer Lynn, 14.021. And Rick McKinney, 14.525. As a hush falls over the East Fraser Valley. Shh.